And we are live. Assalamu alaikum and hello and good day. This is Manuel going live in another episode of Road to Goals. I hope wherever you are tuning in from, you're having a very lovely day. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. If this is the first time you're watching me, then please let me give some brief information about myself. I'm Manuel. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, where I'm currently located, but I've studied, lived, and worked in Germany and Australia as well. I'm a biologist by profession, a husband of a baby girl, a father of a baby girl, and a digital business mentor. So I help people learn how to use various social media platform and be able to run a comfortable business from anywhere in the world. So as usual, I have my co-host, Sister Fatima, all the way from Calgary, Canada. Brother Amin, just my regular co-host, he sent an apology. He's very ill today, so he couldn't join. So we have to continue without him for today. Nevertheless, we have got a guest, Sister Hodo, also from Canada, all the way from Ottawa, Canada. So without further ado, I'll now hand over the mic to my co-host, Sister Fatima, and then she welcome on the guest. Assalamu alaikum, sister. How are you doing?
Walaikum salam. I'm good, thank you. And thank you everyone for joining us, and especially our guest. And those who don't know me, like Brother Manuel said, I am based out in Calgary, Alberta, and I've been living here since 2009. And I have 2 kids, and I also work full-time in a healthcare research company. And my background is I'm a molecular biologist. And today we have our special guest, Sister Hoda. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us. Can you please give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hello, assalamu alaikum. I really appreciate it for inviting to me your page. My name is Hodo. I'm originally from Somalia, but I'm recently live Ontario, Canada. I'm a mother of beautiful daughter, a student, and very, very proud digital business owner.
Thank you. And sister, can you tell us how did you come across this business?
So that was very long story and very excited. So I came to Canada 4 years ago. I was that time my daughter was young, so I had a long plan, you know. I came with baby, and I didn't finish my school, my college. I was just saying when I came to Canada, I'm gonna do this and that and work. So I was like, when I settled down and I started my school, I realized I couldn't do it because we, as a family, we need different incomes, you know. Mm-hmm. Only one person can handle like a family and stops, you know, family bills and everything. So I was struggling around. Somehow I want to keep my school and also my family together, and I wasn't like happy, you know. I want to quit my school and get a job. So one day I was just scrolling my Facebook page, and I came across a very, very, very attractive ad, and that was my mentor. And I sent it to her a message, and I say, hey sis, can you please tell me this business what's about? And she sent it to me all the message, and then I jumped to it. I watched the webinar, and I really love it, and I love the system, and I love everything about this business. So yeah, here I am today, and I'm very, very proud to be a part of this amazing community and amazing business.
That's amazing. Yeah, and you're doing this as a student. So
yes.
That's really great. Now, Brother Manuel.
Yes, thank you very much, sister, for giving very thorough insights about how did you came across, and you also, I think, mentioned already why you joined the business. So, while you're doing research and while you thought that you were needing you want to go for an online business, did you come across any other platform? And if you have come across other platforms, why did you choose this particular business model? So, Sister Hodo first, and then maybe Sister Fatima could add something, and then I will add something back.
So if I go first, the reason that I choose business, it is something that allows to you to work your own schedule. You are the beauty of this business. You are your own boss. You know, work with somebody. You work in your own schedule. Nobody rushing you. Nobody pushing you. It's really amazing how they design the system, how the system working for you. Every person that really want like free time, you know, to get it, his or herself in like free time, you know. You can work on side. You can work while you're and spending time with your family. I can work when I'm on my doing my school. So it's really amazing. I feel it's something that suits to me. So that's the biggest reason I choose this business, and it's really amazing. I felt it's something that I need to.
Yeah, for me, it was because, like you said, the flexibility to be able to do it in my own time, around my schedule. But the biggest thing was that everything was provided in one place. So when I joined this, I don't have to go look outside for any other, courses to learn other stuff. It's all, our training is so comprehensive. It covers everything that you need to know to be successful. Plus, then we get a mentor and a coach to guide us, and that was a big thing for me, because a big deciding factor for me, because I did not want to struggle on my own to try to make this work. So if there's somebody who, there's a plan laid out that you do it this way, and then there's someone to help you along that, and that was just that was it. I was like, this, if they give you all in one place, then I'm just going with this model.
Yes, so from my side, I mean, nowadays people spend anyways a lot of time in social media, and most of this time is I would say, yeah, maybe it's relaxing, and this sometimes it is very addictive. The algorithms are designed this way. You just watch one video, and then comes the similar video, it pops up, and you keep scrolling. So what I'm saying, while we are spending so much time, then why not learn to use the same time to run a business? Now, why this business? Because it solves people's problem. Any business, it's not just about making money, it's rather about solving people's problem and then empowering them. In this one, compared to many other business models, it's a lifetime commitment. That's the thing. First of all, we don't, I mean, maybe I have been expert in my own field in biology, or Sister Fatima in another thing. Sister Hodo is also getting there in her respective field. But what I'm saying, we don't come from an IT background, technological background, from business background, so we don't know actually how a business could function. So first of all, everything has been provided for us. So the training is for lifetime, the mentoring and coaching is for lifetime, the technical support is for lifetime, and then we can leave it to our next generation. It doesn't stop with us as well. So it has got that policy also. So and there is no active selling involved. The only thing that we are doing is just marketing. And I think it's the marketing that we do is not also rocket science. It's very simple, because the people who are using social media, who usually have some experience of posting something in Facebook or social media, I think they can relate to it. But it's just a little bit step ahead, one step ahead of what we used to do. We probably did not use social media so thoroughly and extensively, but we now use a little bit thoroughly and extensively. But that's the reason why this business stands out into the crowd. There are various models, but this one is done for you system, and we say sort of 90% done for you. The only thing you'd be doing is 10%. it obviously allows us, just since the business is automated, it allows us to do it in addition to our other commitments. So it runs in the background, we do it in our own time. So thank you, both sisters, for giving your thorough insights into that. So the next question, I think, Sister Fatima, you can ask to Sister Hodo.
Yeah, no, we talked about the support from, mentor and coach, but we also have this huge community of people, right? So would you mind making any comments about the support that you've got from the community, and, what are your thoughts on that? Sister Hodo.
Oh my gosh, that's the best part of this business. I really felt amazing when I joined this business. It's really amazing to find like very, very successful people that want you to become a very, very successful one day, the way they supporting, the way they lifting up each other, the way they are so and like good each other, I felt so happy to be a part of this amazing community. And also it's not something that what's called, when you are very, very successful, you always everybody to be a successful, so that's what about. And it's like a people, you working with a very professional people, they want you to teach how you become a very, very successful one day. So it's really amazing, the community that we have our business.
Yeah, no, that's true. Like you said, the people who are successful and who have been in this for a longer time than you are ready to help you. They're ready to give you, a helping hand and pull you up. And there's nobody, competing with you here. It's like everybody's working together. So, and we have people from all different backgrounds and, working so well because all of us have this goal where we're looking for a change and, making our lives better. Brother Manuel, if you want to add.
Yes, thank you very much. So obviously this is a global community, and within this community, let's just talk first about our people. So there is little subgroups. There is Somalian group, there is Sister Fatima, she comes from Pakistan, there is Bangladeshi group, then there is the Muslim group, that we have got internal groups, then obviously the people from humanity we are working with. So I find it's a very good thing. I mean, you could connect with any people, you could connect people who speaks the same, comes from the same country, same language they speak. Then you go a little bit broader, like let's say we are Muslims, so the people from Muslim faith, because a lot of people ask whether this business is halal or not. So obviously this is an halal business. And then obviously people from the humanity, and so it's a massive growth for people who comes into this, and especially a lot of people who probably never worked in any jobs, and then they come here. So it's a massive growth. And I've interviewed stay-at-home moms who never worked in a job and hardly could copy and paste, and now they're leaders in this community. That you could imagine that how significant their growth has been. And why so? Because there is a community of people. It's not just a one-man show. Most of the online businesses that you come across nowadays, that you see there is a group making an advertisements, and that's it, okay? And they probably cannot handle 200, 300 and 400 or maybe 1,000 people. So and most of the people get ignored because it's very restrictive. Once a week, maybe a call with the mentor or something, and then it's. But in our community, there is a mentor and coach that you could go to, and it's very informal. Usually, they can reach out to us anytime. Then the immediate mentoring and coaching group, you could reach out to your immediate people, and then you could reach out to the people who are related, not related financially. Okay, so and they would be more than happy, because we don't compete here, and people don't mind sharing their strategies, because as I said, we don't compete here, and it is very welcoming. As soon as a new comes in, people starts to welcome them, and when they achieve a good results or something, they get congratulated, and the happiness is shared within the community. So to be honest, living in 3 different countries, various places, working, I did not find something. The community really blew my mind, and I feel that doesn't matter what background they come from, these are my tribe. So it's very healthy, because you need to, we are surrounded by positive people, obviously in the digital space, and often in states, in countries where there is a lot of members, they often meet physically as well. Okay, so there is a lot of catch-ups in Canada, Australia, and US. So sister, the next question would be that how did this business help you to grow as a person? So sister, hello. So maybe I could repeat, I made the question very short. So once you join the business, I think there has been growth towards you before you joined the business. How was the situation? And now you're using social media to run the business. So how does it help you to grow as a person? Then maybe Sister Fatima could add something, then I'll add something.
So if I go first, so this business, it's you using the social media platforms. There's some people, they don't they didn't use the social media often. Like me, I wasn't like I wasn't be active on social media that much. I didn't have a profile on my Facebook page, Facebook profile. But this business, I learned so much things. I learned how to use social media platforms, different platforms, and also I connect so many people, and you're gonna feel when you work in a lot of people, you feeling so good. You helping a lot of people. You connecting like so many community, and you need something to connect with. Social media is the only way that you can connect all the people around the world. So I wasn't like, the first time I was so like I was so shy, I was so scared, but I little bit get moved to get used to it, and then I get so many like people I inspire me, and it's really good. Yeah.
No, that's true. Like you learn so much when you join this business, when you're in here. I consider myself like a lifelong learner, and I'm always, looking to learn new stuff, and just personal development. And with this, I feel, like Sister Hoda said, that you are learning all these various social media platforms and how you could use them. You might have been a user where you're scrolling through, but you don't know the back end of these platforms, how they're working, and just learning that, and then connecting with people, and it's just and the community, like Brother Manu said, it's such a positive place that positivity spills into other parts of your life too. So I feel like I'm a more confident person, and I'm more positive now since becoming a digital business owner, mentor, because I get to help people. There's a purpose for me to, and I'm looking forward to it, like every day, that, oh, okay, today I'm going to do this or that. So it's just really great to have a purpose and to do something, and that keeps you going, and you're just happy to still be. And I think, yeah, that's what I would say, like in terms of development, that I feel that change in me.
Yes, from my side, before joining the business, obviously I had social media like over 10 years, but you could run a business using that. I never could imagine, because now we get it. Facebook or Google, whatever account we create, these are free, but the people who founded this, they became billionaires, millionaires. Why so? Because there is a business side of it. Doesn't matter, because this is the modern era. People are hanging out in social media. The big brands, local businesses, or home-based business owners like us, we all have access to the same database to run our business. The user behavior is tracked, it's stored, and we use it to run our business anywhere in the world. And I find it a very, very smart skill, because we use time in social media. Social media is here to stay. It is going to have more and more users. It is, everything is in social media. So, and then we just learn how to use it to the business and use the time more productively. So that, I would say, this knowledge and skill, nowadays universities offer this sort of courses, and then they ask for a huge amount of tuition fees, but we learn it with a bare minimum fee, which it is for our lifetime. The other thing is that I was able to develop a relationship with people all over the world, from different community, from different backgrounds. That is another thing. And the third thing I wanted to say, that in this business, often we are stressed, we have a bad day, we are negative minded, we things. And but when you see that there is people out there who are who have achieved something good, and they probably have gone through a very hard time. We have seen their hard time, and now they're in a good time. That makes us happy, and that keeps us motivated to go for the things. Okay. And another thing I wanted to, just about the tools and technology. So let's say now I know how to send a very large file for this business, and not just in the business, I could use it in my profession as well. So we got to know about various tools and little these and that. So that probably helps in our own business as well, because usually Facebook Messenger or Google, you can't send live large files. So I'm just telling one technological aspect. If I wouldn't have joined the business, probably I wouldn't have known this. Okay, this is a knowledge that has been shared to me. Then I have passed this knowledge to other people. So it's a passing of knowledge, a community knowledge, and that's being shared. So, and we learn how to use contents like graphics designing in a platform that is probably going to help in our own profession as well. So if we'll be making some presentation in our platform, maybe we are going to create some things there and then incorporate in PowerPoint as well. So what I'm saying, it's a very good skill, it's a dynamic skill and a very smart skill, and people are equipped with every help that they need. So I think that more or less covers our session today. But before we sign off, I'd just like to hear some final words from Sister Huda and Fatima. So starting with Sister Huda, please tell something finally for our viewers to take action.
So for who like to join this business, or looking for something on social media, or to work their own schedule or their own time, this is one for you. If you're a parent, if you're a student, if you are even, we have so many people, they have like different backgrounds. This business, it helps them in different ways. You can work like wherever you are. You can work either you are at work, either you are at home, wherever you are in the globe, you can work. But nobody can like drag you and to put it to you inside the business. You have to make your decision and do something that change your life, and you will learn so much things if you join this business. It's really amazing. It has changed more than 100K, more than, because the number is growing up every single day. I can't memorize it, but it's really amazing. People are joining every single day and changing their life and securing their family financially. So please try, and you never regret. Thank you.
Yeah, no, just reiterating the same thing, that you don't need to have a lot of time to do this. If you have like an hour or two to devote to something, you could be, say, watching drama on YouTube, or you could be on Netflix. Instead of that, if you are willing to put that time towards building your future, then this business is for you. So like Sister Huda is a full-time student, and she's doing it. So with that, and she is also a mom, so you can imagine how busy she is. I'm doing this along with my full-time job, as well as Brother Manuel is too. So don't think that you need a lot of time to do this, because you can do it throughout the day in little small pockets of time that everybody has. And just ask yourself, where do you want to see yourself, say, in a year from now, in 5 years from now? And if you don't do anything to change, then you're going to be where you are today. So if you want to see yourself in a different place, then I would say take a chance on yourself and come and check this out. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sister Hodo, for your time and accepting my invitation. Sister Fatima, obviously, for joining with me as a co-host. So I'll now wrap up the session. So, folks, if you found value in this session, why we conduct these sessions, because we want to educate you and inspire you. We have been educated and inspired also on a fateful day. So, and now we are entrepreneurs, digital entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship requires you to take decisions. Working for somebody else for 40 years, if you're happy, that's fine. But nevertheless, even if you're really happy with your job, one stream of income is anyways not good enough nowadays. It doesn't matter where in the world you live in. And most of the cases, the people who are migrant from migrant, we all are from migrant background. Even though I live in my home country now, I lived in 2 different countries. I have lived as an immigrant, and it's a lot of a struggle, first settling down and then managing a family, the finance, you know, it's very difficult. So you need to have multiple sources of income anyways, unless and obviously a lot of people, they just want to be their own boss. They don't want to work for somebody else. So different people have different whys, but nevertheless, if you want change, you have to take action. It's fine to have negative emotions. We have all been there, you know. We were skeptical, that's fine, but then you have to overcome that, because if you remain skeptical, probably you're never going to learn a new skill. So probably you have achieved a lot of things in your life, you know, like learning learning how to swimming, how to drive and things like that. But on the first day, probably you were nervous. So just shake off your nervousness and take action. That's what you need to do if you want to achieve your goals. So and as I said, this is a very smart skill, because there is no other business that probably would be any easier than this one, while it is legit, halal and lawful. Okay, so if you so here goes the link. So what do? We organize free webinars every week, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. You could go any of the 3 links, register with your name and email. Then if you can join the live one, that's fine. If you can't join the live one, then you can watch the replay of the webinar in your own time. And after watching the webinar, do your research, write down your question, get back to us, and be more than happy to help you get on board. So that's where I'm going to leave today. Wherever you are, stay safe and stay blessed, and have a lovely weekend. So, Assalamu alaikum.